Stop what you're doing for a second, because if you've been waiting to grab a proven pistol, this is the kind of window that doesn't last. I've watched this market for years. Ammo gets tight, people panic, shelves go bare, and suddenly the same budget guns everybody ignored are gone, or they're twice the money. Right now, though, we're in that weird calm before the storm, and I'm seeing prices that make me do a double take. Not on safe queen stuff, on workhorses, the pistols that actually get carried, actually get trained with, actually keep running when they're dirty and you're tired. So today we're doing a straight countdown. 10 pistols worth stacking while the numbers are stupid. No hype, no brand worship, just real-world value. And you need to stick around for number one, because the last pick is the most capable platform on this list at the most unrealistic price I've seen in a long time. Hit subscribe to the Armory, because when this market snaps back, this information disappears overnight. All right, let's get into it. Number 10, the Taurus G3. Taurus built the G3 down in Brazil. Cold hammer forged steel barrel, military-grade polymer frame. And here's the part a lot of folks miss. In widely circulated high round count testing and owner round count logs from the last few years, the G3 has shown it can keep running deep into the thousands. You'll see 15,000 round claims out there. And while I can't personally verify every single one of those reports, the bigger takeaway is simple. This pistol has a real reputation for going the distance. And it does it while costing way less than a lot of American-made pistols that run twice the money. The striker-fired system runs around a 5.5-pound trigger pull. That's right in that sweet spot. Safe enough for carry, still light enough for fast, accurate work. And Taurus backs every G3 with a lifetime repair warranty. And it transfers. So if you buy one used today, it's still covered. You'll also find drop test content out there from multiple testers running different angles and heights. And what those videos consistently show is the same thing. The G3's passive safety system does what it's supposed to do in real-world handling conditions. And across South American markets, the G3 has been a strong seller in its price bracket for multiple years running, based on regional retail reporting and industry chatter. I'm telling you right now, that reliability reputation isn't just an American internet thing. It stretches way past our borders and into some seriously demanding environments. Specs: barrel length, 4.02 inches. Magazine capacity, 17 rounds. Chambered in 9mm Luger. Sights: fixed white dot front and rear. Stock glass-filled nylon frame. Current street price, $249 to $279. Number 9, the Ruger Security 9. Ruger builds the Security 9 in the United States, and Ruger's production footprint includes Prescott, Arizona, where a lot of their polymer pistol work is associated. The bigger point is this: Ruger's modern striker-fired pistols have a track record for running. And in the last couple years, you've seen the Security 9 show up in endurance-style reviews with round counts that would surprise people who assume budget automatically means fragile. Results vary by shooter and ammo, of course, but plenty of testers have documented long strings on standard pressure ammo without drama. The Security 9 also uses a recoil-reducing system built into the frame. And in side-by-side shooting, a lot of folks report it feels softer than other pistols in the same price class. That matters, especially for smaller frame shooters or family members who don't have a lot of range time yet. Ruger has also built a reputation for low defect rates across high-volume production. I'm not going to pretend we can see their internal spreadsheets, but what we can see is what comes back across the counter. And the Security 9 has a strong reputation for being one of the more boring, reliable options in the affordable lane. And every single one ships with Ruger's lifetime service support behind it. And here's the prepper angle people forget: parts and support. Ruger is one of the easiest brands to keep running long-term in America, because so many dealers and gunsmiths stock Ruger components and service Ruger pistols every day. Specs: barrel length, 4.00 inches. Magazine capacity, 15 rounds. Chambered in 9mm Luger. Sights: adjustable 3-dot. Stock glass-filled nylon frame. Current street price, $259 to $289. Number 8. Smith & Wesson designed the SD9VE in the US, and it shares a lot of design DNA and materials thinking that you also see across their duty-focused lineup. Smith & Wesson has sold a ton of these over the years, and you don't get that kind of sustained volume unless the gun works for regular people. That number speaks louder than any ad campaign ever could. The SD9VE uses a self-defense style trigger system, consistent, heavier pull, every shot. Now, different labs and trainers will debate how much trigger weight alone moves the needle on negligent discharges. So I'm not going to oversell it, but I will say this. That heavier, consistent pull is one reason a lot of folks like it for home defense storage, especially for households that want a more deliberate trigger press. The slide and finish on the SD9VE also have a reputation for holding up well. And in humid regions, that matters. You'll see corrosion and carry-wear discussions come up in retailer feedback and owner reports, especially across the Southeast where moisture is a daily fight. And that's where the SD9VE keeps showing up as a steady seller in the budget category. Specs: barrel length 4.00 inches, magazine capacity 16 rounds, chambered in 9mm Luger. Sights: fixed white dot, stock polymer grip frame, current street price $269 to $300 minus $9. Have you ever looked at the SD9 as your main home defense pistol? Or did you skip it just because it wasn't cool enough online? Number 7. Canik builds the TP9SF in Turkey, cold hammer forged barrel. Aerospace-grade steel slide is commonly mentioned in their materials talk and product positioning, and you've seen multiple major reviewers put this platform through high round count evaluations, sometimes with minimal cleaning, sometimes with basically no pampering at all. And the consistent theme is this: the TP9SF tends to just run, especially considering it often sells under $400. Turkey's government has also issued Canik pistols to elements of their police forces for years, and Canik leans on that service history in their branding. Now, issued can mean different things in different places, but the takeaway for us is simple. This platform has real-world institutional use behind it, not just range day hype. The TP9SF also ships with a full value package: 2 magazines, a holster, a magazine loader, a cleaning rod, and a full accessory kit. So, at its current crash price, you're getting more included gear out of the box than competing American pistols that cost nearly double. As far as hotter ammo goes, the safe, responsible way to say it is this: if you stick to reputable, factory-loaded 9mm ammo that meets industry specs, the TP9SF is widely regarded as a pistol that can handle real defensive loads without complaint. Always follow the manufacturer guidance. Always verify what you're buying. Specs: barrel length 4.46 inches, magazine capacity 18 rounds, chambered in 9mm Luger. Sights: fixed white dot, stock polymer grip frame. Current street price $319 to $359. Number 6. The Beretta APX. Beretta designed the APX in Italy, and Beretta has been building serious service pistols for a very long time. The APX family is also commonly discussed in the context of the modular handgun system era. Multiple manufacturers submitted designs around that time frame. And while public-facing test details are limited, the general point stands. This category of pistol was built with harsh condition requirements in mind: extreme cold, extreme heat, and everything in between. That temperature swing mirrors the kind of worst-case survival conditions a prepper could actually face. The APX uses a fully removable serialized chassis system. The entire fire control unit slides out of the frame in seconds. No tools. And because it's modular, you can replace a cracked or damaged frame for under $50 in many cases, depending on availability and the exact variant. Without buying a whole new pistol, that's a long-term cost advantage almost nothing else in this price class can match. You'll also find mud, sand, and water torture-style testing out there from multiple sources, including European-focused coverage. And across that content, the APX repeatedly shows what Beretta designed it to do: keep the striker channel and internals protected enough to maintain function in nasty conditions. Specs: barrel length 4.25 inches, Magazine capacity 17 rounds. Chambered in 9mm Luger. Sights dovetail front and rear. Stock modular polymer frame. Current street price $299 to $349. Number 5. The Springfield Armory XDS. Springfield Armory builds the XDS through their Croatian partner production chain. It uses a melanite finished barrel. And in materials terms, that style of treatment is widely known for good wear resistance compared to bare stainless. The XDS has also been put through endurance-style testing by multiple American reviewers and test shops over the years. And one thing that keeps coming up is this. For a single-stack subcompact built for daily concealed carry, it tends to be far more durable than people expect. The XDS also runs a dual recoil spring assembly, and shooters commonly report it softens recoil compared to some single-spring pistols in the same size class. Springfield has also discussed longevity advantages tied to that system. And while real-world lifespan depends on maintenance, ammo, and how hard you run it, the practical takeaway is easy. This is a carry gun that's built to be carried and to be shot, not babied. A 2024 concealed carry survey across multiple states has been cited in the industry, showing the XDS as one of the more commonly carried single-stack options. And whether you love Springfield or not, that tells you real people trust it with their lives every day. Specs: barrel length 3.30 inches, magazine capacity 7+1, chambered in 9mm Luger, sights dovetail front and rear, stock polymer grip frame, current street price $299 to $339. If you had to choose one single stack for everyday carry in a long-term survival situation, would the XDS make your shortlist, or does capacity knock it out for you? Drop your answer in the Armory comments. Number 4. The Walther Creed. Walther built the Creed in Germany, and it's positioned as an affordable, duty-style pistol built around Walther's internal standards. You'll find reliability testing out there that runs the Creed across a mix of ammo types, including cheaper steel case stuff. And the pattern a lot of testers report is predictable. When malfunctions happen, it's often tied to the lowest quality ammo in the pile, not the gun itself. That kind of ammo tolerance is gold for budget-minded preppers who are storing mixed ammo types for a supply chain disruption. Walther's trigger system in the Creed is one of the reasons people buy it. It tends to run around a 6.5-pound pull, and the reset is often described as shorter than many competitors in its price class. Now, 18% faster splits depends on the shooter, the drill, and the test design. So I'm not going to lock you into a magic number. But the concept is real. A cleaner reset can help trained shooters run faster and more consistently under pressure. Walther's U.S. distribution side has also reported strong customer satisfaction in prior survey-style reporting. And across verified buyer reviews, the Creed is frequently rated very high for a full-size budget pistol. Specs: barrel length 4.00 inches, magazine capacity 16 rounds, chambered in 9mm Luger, sights fixed 3-dot, stock polymer grip frame, current street price $299 to $329. Number 3. The CZ-P10C. CZ builds the P10C in the Czech Republic, cold hammer forged barrel, and a night-righted steel slide finish that's widely known for excellent wear and corrosion resistance. You'll see hardness numbers thrown around online, but the safe, accurate way to say it is this: that finish holds up very well in real use. Scratches, holster wear, sweat, heat cycles from fast shooting. The P10 platform also has a reputation in Europe for serious duty use, and variants of it have shown up in professional and institutional contexts. Some people cite special operations adoption stories. Public details can be thin, so I won't pretend we have every procurement document on our desk. But what we do have is performance, and the P10C has earned respect for reliability in adverse conditions. Independent accuracy testing from European outlets has also praised this pistol for tight groups at practical distances from a rest. Exact group size will depend on ammo and shooter, of course. But the theme is consistent. It shoots like a more expensive pistol than it costs right now. A comprehensive aftermarket analysis in 2024 identified hundreds of compatible parts for the P10C across dozens of American suppliers. Specs: barrel length, 4.02 inches, magazine capacity, 15 rounds, chambered in 9mm Luger. Sights: fixed 3-dot. Stock polymer grip frame. Current street price, $349 to $399. Number 2. Glock built the Gen 4 Model 22 in the United States, and Glock's Tenifer-style treatment and related finishes have a long reputation for corrosion resistance. You'll see different explanations depending on era and process specifics. But the practical takeaway is simple. These guns resist rust and wear very well compared to many budget alternatives. And we all know the big trend. A ton of law enforcement agencies moved from 40 Smith & Wesson back to 9mm over the last decade plus. That transition has pushed a lot of Glock 22 pistols into the trade-in pipeline. Exact national numbers are tough to prove from public data, but the market signal is real. This has been one of the biggest waves of duty trade-in pistols many of us have ever seen. On the Gen 4 frame, you also get Glock's modular backstrap system, 3 grip sizes, interchangeable panels, and a lot of trainers have seen the same thing on the range. When smaller-handed shooters can size the grip better, qualification and hit consistency tend to improve. I'm not going to pin that to one specific percentage, but the ergonomic advantage is real for a lot of people. Ballistically, 40 Smith & Wesson does generally carry more energy than standard pressure 9mm when you compare typical duty loads. Exact percentage depends on the load, but the concept is solid. You're buying a proven duty pistol in a harder-hitting caliber, and according to dealer chatter and sell-through pace, these trade-ins move fast when the price is right, meaning this inventory window is closing right now. And the preppers moving today are locking in the last best condition examples before the supply dries up permanently. Specs: barrel length, 4.49 inches. Magazine capacity, 15 rounds. Chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. Sights: fixed white dot. Stock polymer grip frame. Current street price, $299 to $349. If your local gun store had a police trade-in Glock 22 in the case right now for $299, would you snag it instantly or walk past it because it's not 9mm? Tell the Armory community what you think in the comments. Number 1. Sig Sauer built the P320 to compete in the modular handgun system era, and public reporting around that program shows the U.S. Army put the platform through extremely demanding evaluation. High round counts, harsh environment exposure, temperature swings, drop testing from multiple angles, and the program ultimately led to a massive contract in 2017. That makes the P320 one of the most heavily vetted modern service pistols in recent U.S. military history, based on what's been publicly reported. The P320 uses a fully serialized removable fire control unit, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms recognizes that unit as the actual firearm, meaning you can legally move that chassis between full-size compact and subcompact frames. No extra paperwork, so one purchase can effectively give you 3 different pistols in one serialized unit. That modular flexibility is something no competing platform in the 2026 used market can touch at these crash prices. Across wide gunsmith experience and armory-level observations, the P320 fire control unit is commonly described as durable over long service lives when maintained properly. Exact round count longevity varies, but the reputation is that it goes a long way before needing serious internal work, and used market analysis often shows the P320 holding value strongly in the under $500 lane. Not because it's trendy, because it's modular, it's supported, and it's widely trusted. Specs: barrel length, 4.70 inches. Magazine capacity, 17 rounds. Chambered in 9mm Luger. Sights: Sig night sights. Stock modular polymer frame. Current street price, $420 to $480. And every pistol on this list is sitting at a crash price right now. But that window is closing faster than most folks realize. And the preppers who act today, they'll be the ones ready when everybody else is panic buying at double the cost. If this breakdown helped you out, hit that like button, share it with your crew, and subscribe to the Armory so you never miss a deal like this again.